Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Book of Boba Fett. We're up to episode 3. I say season 1, episode 3. Don't know if there's going to be more seasons. On the flashbacks, I'm guessing we're committed to the flashbacks until they get to the point where they've caught up to Boba's appearance in The Mandalorian. I think we're going to have to go past him finding Fennec, right? And show a little bit about how he saved her life, maybe. And then maybe something they did after that as they hunted for Din Djarin and the guy carrying Boba's armor. And maybe that'll be the end of the flashbacks once we're caught up. So I imagine we're going to get most episodes, if not every episode. Hopefully it's not every episode. Hopefully maybe, I think there's 6 episodes. Is that right? Are we at the halfway mark? Or are there 8? I can't remember now. It's 6. Maybe this will be the last flashback. Now that he's like an accepted member of this community, maybe we'll then see him find Fennec this episode. If not, probably next, I hope. And then maybe the last couple of episodes are going to be just all quote unquote modern, current day, even though it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So I'm accepting that. I don't want any more of the slow, boring stuff that we had in the first episode of flashbacks. It was a lot of dragged out stuff in flashbacks. It's all good. I like this that we're learning all this stuff. It's just I wish there was a little bit more pace, especially in the current stuff. But we'll get there. That Wookiee, I know everybody's pointed out who that is, that he was from the comics. I'm looking forward to any kind of confrontation there. I don't know if it'll happen this episode, but I think there will be a confrontation of some sort. From what I understand, he's, at least in the comics, he has a history with Boba. They may or may not acknowledge that in the show. So that's something to look forward to. And then, of course, the Hutts wanting the Jabba's old gig and Boba claiming it. That's obviously going to come to a head here somewhere. I had this weird feeling that Boba might lose. He might not win in this thing and become the leader there, the crime lord, the crime boss. I think he might get kicked out and have to go back to his bounty hunter ways or something. Just a hunch, that he may not be up to it, or maybe he needs help. Maybe we will see Din Djarin. I would kind of like to see him at some point, even just a short little bit in one episode would be wonderful. Again, don't need to see Grogu. I know he's away, busy right now, but it'd be a great way to get Din in without Grogu. What else we got going on here? I mean, that's it. I know there's a lot of speculation that the warrior, the Tusken warrior who's been training Boba, it might be a female. I can buy that. She kind of, I'll say she now. She kind of looks feminine in build a little bit. If she is, I'm going to wager she's the tribal leader's daughter, and the little male Tusken is probably the tribal leader's son. That's my bet. And I'm sticking to it. So anyway, let's find out. Let's play the episode. I wonder where we got such a flashback about the Rancor. In the recap, they really played out most of that scene with the Rancor. Like the Rancor is going to be a thing. Like he's going to get a Rancor or something. That guy. Yeah, there's the spider droid. I know people are saying that that's some kind of a monk or some sort of order where they intentionally remove their brains from their bodies and stick them in these. That's a brain in a bowl there, and do that as some sort of religious thing. I guess it's a little bit like Doctor Who with the headless monks, but they do preserve the brain at least. But wow, this is kind of weird. But I wonder what role they're going to play. Apparently, they in the comics and stuff, and we even saw one of them in Return of the Jedi, from what everybody was saying, and I had to go back and look at that scene. They hang around this palace somewhere, or maybe they're stationed here. I don't know exactly what this is all about.
Well,
Know what?
the assassination.
Even without doubling the tribute, he has motivation and motive to, get rid of people who are disrespecting his authority. Can't help but hear Cartman in my head right now. Somebody do that. Somebody has to get Cartman saying, respect my authority, and have him dressed up like Boba Fett. That would be hilarious if it hasn't happened already.
If you're a dime.
We got a band of not gang of thugs here or criminals. This is apparently kind of a band of revolutionaries, freedom fighters. Ah, so he's got a little bit of a cyborg army now, or not army, but a squad. That's a cool way to turn it around, right? I mean, he did the smart thing, right? These people are frustrated because they don't have employment and things are, they're being gouged. He's like, okay, well, you guys have some courage, so come work for me. I like it. But is a wise leader. That's probably a lot of profit for him, too. 500 credits if he was charging 1,300. It's probably still a lot of profit for him. And I'm sure he's gouging the vapor farmers, too. Okay, so the last one was the tribes of Tatooine. This one's the streets of Mos Espa. So the implication is we're going to get mostly current stuff and not as much flashback this episode. Oh, nice. Oh, here comes the flashback. He keeps dwelling on this. He keeps dwelling on his father. He keeps dwelling on Camino. There's got to be some significance to this. I mean, other than the fact that it was a very significant time of his life. I mean, there has to be something he's trying to remember or learn from this to apply to the current situation, right? I would think. Is he setting off? Looks like he's setting off. Like they're giving him a bantha to go off on some journey. So does he find Fennec here? Oh, he's going. Oh, he's going into town. Is this the same field that Din saw a few years later? I don't know how much time has passed now. Has it been a whole year or a couple years since Return of the Jedi? Because Mandalorian was 5 years after, right? That's what we kept hearing. I wonder if this is setting up that field that Din later on saw when he visited. Oh, there she is! The mechanic and her little droids. Cool!
I'm sure you.
In other words, Boba, go take out the gang so that you can collect the money. Oh no. No, is that I'm going to say his village because he's been accepted by him. Is that his village? Did they sack it? Oh no. That will explain why he ends up being on his own, but did they get everybody? What about that warrior? She was so, I'm going to say she was so good. Oh, there's a leader. Yeah, it's their mark. That stupid gang. He's definitely going to kill him now. He's going to kill them all. There's the leader's staff. Staff, spear, pike, whatever it is. Oh, the kid's stick. He still got it? Since he's putting the kid's stick down there, I presume the kid is dead too. We just didn't see his body. We didn't see the warrior, though. I'm holding out hope that the warrior got away and she, I'm going to say again, she is also hunting them down. But the memory's over. Oh. BK, right? That's what the initials for this guy. I'm going to call him BK. He kind of broke out. I was wondering why the water was pouring out like somebody opened it too early. Oh, you can't fight him. No way you're going to fight him physically. Come on. Where are his people? Aha! His new squad has come to his rescue. Come on, Fennec. No. Fennec's the last one we haven't seen. There she is. Okay, that's why they showed the Rancor pit. They don't have a Rancor, though, right? Unless he's the new Rancor. You want to meet the Wookiee? Now, if memory serves from Return of the Jedi, if he can get the door open to the Rancor cage, there's another door, right, that leads out? So theoretically, he could break out, right?
They have brought a gift.
They want their guy back. A Rancor. They are going to get a Rancor. That's why they showed the pit. They're giving him a Rancor in exchange for BK. Oh, look who it is. Okay, so that explains how they deal with the Hutt problem. Now the mayor is the problem, and he promised it probably to the Pikes, I imagine, the syndicate? They're another syndicate, right, the Pikes? I don't know enough. I mean, I've seen the animated shows, and they talk about that stuff a little bit, but I'm guessing.
Here is your
Oh, boy. He's not accepting him back. They're not accepting him back. Will he join? Can Boba convince him to join? Can't call him Moochie, or is that the name? You gonna make it the first human he sees? Wouldn't this be awesome? See Boba Fett riding a Rancor. That would be incredible.
He'll be back.
Why did all of a sudden I get the sense that that wasn't a positive thing? He'll be back. That was more of a, don't worry, you'll get your chance to eat him later. Now he's got his gang with him. And the chase is on. Hey, there's that protocol droid they need. Aww. I think you got the luxury model speeder there, dude. You needed a compact. Oh, all that money. Painting of Jabba the Hutt. That was awesome. Yeah, that'll do it.
He's working with the Pikes.
Is he?
That's what I thought. That looks ex-Imperial. Or is that a Pike ship? Somebody's going to tell me that. Oh, no, that's clearly a Pike ship. Is Boba about to ambush these guys? Oh, yes, he is.
Good work. Keep an eye on them.
Calling the help of Din Djarin, maybe? And since he controls the Mandalorians? I presume he controls the Mandalorians because we haven't seen what happened in the next season of Mandalorian yet, so we don't know if he like went back with the Darksaber. I'm holding out hope that it's Din Djarin he's going to reach out to, and he's going to bring some backup. That's my hope. Maybe we'll see Bo-Katan. I kind of doubt it. I don't know why she would fight. She would fight to help. In the end of Mandalorian, the episode is over, I believe. But in the end of Mandalorian, yeah, we'll look at the art in a second. I believe pretty firmly that Bo-Katan isn't going to fight Din for the Darksaber. I think she's going to. She seems kind of honorable, to some degree. She has an honor, definitely a code. I think she's going to suck it up, and support him in regaining the throne, basically taking back Mandalore. So I don't know if that's already happened at this point in Book of Boba Fett, or if we're still in the first stages of all of the figuring out what's going to happen sort of thing, and maybe they're still planning their take back of Mandalore and Boba calls for help sort of thing. That would be cool. I know I'm going off on this tangent that I think he's going to call Din Djarin, and maybe he won't. Maybe it'll be something completely well, I was going to say he was going to get the Tusken to help, but his village was wiped out. Wonder who he's going to get to help. I would have said the Tusken had they not wiped out his village. But maybe he has, sway over the other Tusken as well. That was really cool. Let's watch the art. See, on this one, he's riding with other Tusken. It wasn't just him. But of course, we knew it was just him in this episode, and he came back to a burned village. I still think he's going to run into in the flashback. So maybe in modern time, in the current time, he already knows that she's alive. I think he's going to run into that warrior because we didn't. I'll have to go back and look, but I don't think we saw her body. Again, I'm saying it's a her because people are speculating it's a female, and I can believe it, so I'm going to buy into that. I don't think we saw her body. So I think she's still out there, and I think in the flashbacks he's going to run into her. Probably as he goes after that biker gang. She's probably also on the hunt. They're going to join up. That'd be my hunch. Okay, no, in this one he's by himself, so I guess it wasn't always planned that he would be with the others. Sophie Thatcher is the leader of this gang, I think, right? I don't think I know the name, although it sounds kind of familiar. Danny Trejo, of course, the guy controlling the Rancor. I think BK is going to come back. I think he's going to respect that Boba didn't kill him and that Boba let him go, and he's going to help him out. Look at that! They have him armed with a Chewie crossbow. Look at that. That's interesting. I love how he fell back to his Tusken weapon when he had to in a pinch, and he was pretty effective with it. This gang, the multicolors, it's kind of an anime thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with an animated or an anime with these guys or something, like little Power Rangers. I loved that cameo by the mechanic when he was in, like, Mos Eisley, I guess, right? When he walked in and saw them putting up the stormtrooper helmets on the pikes. The mechanic and her droids. It was totally a cameo. I think it was probably all CGI, in fact, I would guess. I don't think the actor was actually there. All right, we'll leave it on the image of the pikes disembarking. Very little in flashback. I kind of had the hunch this time. In the beginning, I kind of guessed since it was streets of Mos Espa that it would be mostly in the quote-unquote present, and it was. But the flashback was very important because it kind of set up why and how Boba was on his own when we ran into him in Mandalorian. Because his village was, it looked like he was going to stay with the village. It almost looked like he had kind of resigned himself to or opened himself up to the opportunity of just staying here, getting out of it. He almost died, getting out of this thing, that life he was in, and just staying with these people because they were, good, honest people, and he was going to stay with them, but then they all got wiped out. So he has to do it. It's, again, very Western themes. There's a lot of Westerns that have that kind of a structure too. Where the gunslinger, decides to settle down with the family or with the widow or something, and then tragedy strikes, and he has to go out and be the gunslinger again, which is basically what we're getting here with Boba. He's going to go out. He's going to take out that gang. I hope he runs into that warrior. I hope she's still alive. But I would imagine she dies if she is still alive because we don't see her, or at least I don't think we see her, when we see Boba finding Fennec in the desert. So we have that to look forward to, I guess. But this battle coming up, I hope that they spend some time on this in the next episode, because I guess the next episode, if it follows kind of the structure of Mandalorian Season 2, the next one will be assembling his forces that are going to help fight these guys, right? For the most part. And then we'll get a battle in the next episode after that. And then the final episode will, if there are 6, I think there are, we'll figure out where he goes from there. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But I do want a Din Djarin. I don't think it's going to happen now. I want it to, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be BK, and it's going to be maybe the warrior is still alive, and maybe he reaches out to her, and she's got a tribe that she can bring to help or something, and that's part of the forces he's got. And if he can ride the Rancor into battle, oh my God, that would be awesome too. Now I want to see that. I want to see him riding the Rancor into battle and gobbling some of these guys up. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I really like this one. There were some slow bits, but it really kind of propelled the present story a lot more than the other episodes have done, which I really enjoyed. Can't think of anything else. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What did you enjoy? The Rancor, obviously, BK attacking. What did you like? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.